If you're in a headspace that's like, I'm a victim, life sucks, when something actually good goes your way, or an opportunity present itself, you may not be able to fucking see it. Hey, what's going on? Dice here, shooting to a quick video. I'm here in, I think it's like southern fucking Redcliffe or some shit. Might be Clontarf, I don't really know the name of the suburb. Have a look at this, we're right on fucking Sunset. Big ass fucking bridge there. And you got Brisbane just in the background. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Anyway, the point of this video, today's been a fucking hectic day, okay? And I thought I'd use my hectic day as inspiration for this video. So what happened today? I actually was going to look at a car, and funny enough, while I was refueling my car in the fucking servo, and I went back to start it once I paid for my fuel, car doesn't want to start. It's like as if the universe just knew that I was going to sell off the car to buy another one. So I'm like, fuck. Anyway, I could ramble on about my adventures with how I spent all afternoon trying to get the car to start, eventually fucking getting it to run after a lot of dicking around and money spent. But that's not the topic of today's video. The topic of today's video is how not to be a jellyfish as a man, okay? The best way to really like put this across is what makes a strong man. What makes a strong man, okay? Easy times makes a weak man, and hard times build solid, strong men, okay? You can see this in countless of examples, okay? From men that come back from war, they've got this fire in their eyes. You know, they've come back and they've seen some shit, and because they've walked the path, because they've actually fucking put the work in, little shit doesn't seem to affect them anymore, okay? So on one hand, if you never have any wins, if you never have anything going right, that can really fucking destroy your self-esteem, and you may not ever bounce back from that. But if you go through a hardship and then find a way out of that hardship, you see the world in a totally different light, and nothing fazes you anymore. You stop caring about other people's opinions, and your view of reality changes for the better. So, for example, I'm in the petrol station, car doesn't start. I asked someone to help me push it, and then fucking this old man starts yelling at me. He's like, move your fucking car, carrying on. Now, where is my reticular activation system? And maybe you have some examples in your own life where you've had to make a decision on how you're going to act quickly, and how you're gonna interpret it, so that are you gonna fucking let it beat you down, or are you gonna fucking move forward? So the angry man's yelling at you. Do I yell back and say fuck you and have that negative energy and then bring down my energy with it? Or do I say, hey, sorry, it can't move the car, have a good day, sir, and just let him fucking do his own thing, you know? Because at the end of the day, it comes down to the way that you view your reality. It's, you know, and the more you can steer away from other people that are not in the same headspace and not be pulled down by the other people's bullshit, that does fucking amazing things to your self-esteem, okay? It's a lot to do with mental reframing, okay? Most part it's to do with mental reframing. It's not what happens to you. It's gonna go dark in a minute. We're gonna watch the sunset. It's gonna be amazing. It's not what happens to you, it's how you interpreted what happens to you and what happens to you, okay? There's a great book that I'm yet to read, but I've heard so many fucking stories around the traps, especially in this particular coaching niche. It's Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, okay? And he talks about in this book about how Viktor Frankl, he was in the concentration camps during the Holocaust, and how fucking he had to change the way he viewed himself and the way that he was mistreated, and not come across as a fucking victim. And what that did to his fucking brain during these awful, awful times, and some of the things that he had to go through, the way that he viewed himself and the way that fucking he reframed everything so that he could essentially keep his sanity. that helped him go through the experience and come out the other side more better off up here than some of the people that escaped that situation and were damaged by it for the rest of their life. So, you know, thankfully we haven't got fucking horrible things like that happening in our society on the day-to-day basis. I mean, when you have a really long, hard think about it, have a look at this virus, a war. I mean, yeah, in some sense it is, but I mean, at least, and yeah, there's people dying and it is a tragedy, but if you have a look at some of the things our ancestors went through, and some of the fucking hardships that they went through, we've got it fucking easy, man. We've got it so fucking easy. And something certainly helped me was like appreciating some of the fucking shit that our ancestors went through, and the things that had to happen in order for us just to be fucking alive, to be here. And like, you know, there's this dude here, he's just fucking, you know, just fishing, just doing his thing. There's a dude over there fucking chilling with his missus. You know, it doesn't, you know, it really depends on, it comes down to how you view that your reality. So what else can I fucking talk about? Another way of reframing it certainly happened today, and I'm using this as fuel for this video, and I hope you're getting some value out of this. If you're getting some value out of this, fucking drop a like or a comment in the comment section below. I'd really appreciate that. So I had to fucking lift a 20, I think it's like nearly 12 or 20 kilo. I don't really know the exact stats. Anyway, I had to walk. I was like, do I order a fucking taxi? Do I order a taxi for a fucking 1K? Or do I just fucking man up and fucking load up and laugh at this experience and walk with a backpack on with a fucking heavy battery 1K? It's like, fuck it, I haven't done any physical exercise in a while. This would be a good instead of going, oh, I have to fucking walk this distance with a fucked, and it's been a shit day and my car won't start and I've had to miss out on all these fucking opportunities looking at houses. Instead of going down on a downward spiral, I shifted my RAS and I said, you know what? This is an opportunity to test out my toe since fucking having toe surgery. This is an opportunity for me to fucking work on my fucking, my posture and correctly lift the fucking battery properly. This is an opportunity for me to fucking get my lungs working. This is an opportunity to fucking laugh at this fucking situation that's just happened and reframe it. And it's funny because by actually doing it, I went up the street fucking 500 meters and what do I see? I see a fucking Coles trolley. Just dropped everything in the Coles trolley, shot a video on the way, put it on my fucking Instagram story, have my friends fucking laugh at it, and it just become a different experience. Anyway, what I'm getting at is your ability to reframe things, quote unquote bad things that happen to you, and reframe them in a positive light is going to significantly contribute to your overall happiness and your overall self-esteem, your confidence, your ability to spot opportunities as they arise in the world. Because if you're in a low fucking state, if you're in a headspace that's like, I'm a victim, life sucks, when something actually good goes your way, or an opportunity present itself, you may not be able to fucking see it. You may not be able to see the fucking opportunity arise because of your state of mind. So what happens? It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You feel like shit, you talk negative about yourself, then an opportunity arises, you miss it, and then because you did the opportunity, you never actually grasp the opportunity with your fucking brain in your hands. What happens? You reinforce that your life's shit and you keep going down on a downward spiral. Whereas if you say life is about up and, that's probably leads me perfectly into the next thing I want to talk about. Life is up and down, okay? If your life was just flat the entire time, what a fucking boring life, okay? You know, so like me going through, I know I keep circling back to me, but me going through this experience today, that makes me less of a fucking jellyfish. That makes me more of a man. I've walked through some hard times, and then it gives me and my interpretation of how I walk through those hard times. When I tell those stories to other people, it says a lot about me. Okay, it says a lot about me and how I see the world. And hopefully you guys can pick up what I'm putting down, and you can get, and through some of these examples and some of my stories, you can start to pick and put context in your own life on where you're doing this and how you could improve on that. But yeah, imagine if fucking your life was just a fucking straight line, okay? You're just like, yeah, I got born, I got ejected out of my mum's vagina, and I went to school, and I drove a taxi. I just drove a taxi for my whole life, and I did a basic job for the rest of my life, and then I retired, and that was it. Whereas a life that's worth living, a life that's fucking, you're on purpose, and your head's in the right spot, and you're seeing the world through a better quality lens. You try to have no one's ever going to get a complete idea of reality, but if you at least strive towards seeing the world through the best way that you can see through it, and try and view reality the best way you can with the amount of cognitive function that you have, that's going to go leaps and bounds for your self-esteem. And you're going to have highs, you're going to have lows, but that generates the spice of life, per se. When you watch a movie, look, life's a movie. If you can look at it this way, if you went and watched an average movie from the cinemas and had an average time, that's a boring fucking film. But what made the film? It was fucking the hero in the film. He's fucking grinding, he's doing hard shit, and then fucking, he meets he meets the mentor, or he fucking calls for it. There's a mission, or in this case, like if we're going to use this for the context, a purpose. The purpose and mission is for him to go and do X, Y, Z. Does he fucking say, no, I'm not going to do the mission? Or does he go for it? He encounters a little bit of fucking problems, but he accomplishes the mission in the end. And it was like average, call to action, call to the mission, down, a little bit of hard times, and then up. And then it's the end of the film. You're like, yes, he fucking did it. I'm hopefully due to the circumstances that happened today, it's given us, I guess, a context and a certain amount of spice and excitement to this video. And if you got something out of this, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me fucking some other topics that you'd like to hear from me, because I love this shit. I don't even know how to put it into words. If you need help getting your head screwed on right, getting your reticular activation system to stop being a fucking victim, to start getting your brain working properly so that you can go after your purpose, to go after fucking what you were put here on this planet to do, I'm here to help you, okay? If you're a logic brain sort of person, if you're the type of person that's fucking, you got a pretty decent job in, like, as an engineer, or like some sort of like working profession, but you're like, my life kind of sucks now, like I got money, but there's something missing. I'm looking at these other people, and they just seem to be fucking happier than me, and they don't have as much money as I do, but they just seem to be happier. How can I exchange some of this money and get some of my fucking spark back and get back onto a mission, or wherever you are, if you got this far in this video, you're picking up what I'm putting down. I'm here for you. Maybe you can exchange your monies to me, and I can get you back fucking happy again, I live this shit. I'm not this fucking wooey sort of dude with a green screen fucking trying to cut every section out with ums and ahs and fuck in the video so that the video looks good, and fucking all these like random things on in the background and B-roll and that. That's not the way I want to do my coaching. I like delivering the content raw, and I want to be able to work with people that appreciate the way that I talk into the camera, because the way that I talk into the camera right now is going to be very similar to how we can fucking work together. But anyway, if you got something out of this video, thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Dice out.